Alright guys, Game Time Legends here. You already know. If you guys are familiar with the new PAL BELLANOIR, well, this PAL has finally been released and is accessible through Raid Battle. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to summon this powerful PAL so you could get your hands on and add her to your collection, or at least attempt to take her on. And I'm going to let you know right now, there's two versions of this PAL BELLANOIR. One is pretty easy to beat, the other, boy, she is super OP. Like, it's crazy. She will give you one heck of a showdown, but you'll see in a few minutes. But like I always say, if you're new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you won't miss out on anything, because I have a lot more coming for you guys. With that being said, you already know. Let's get into the Battle of the BELLANOIRS. So like I mentioned earlier, there are two types of BELLANOIRS. They have the regular BELLANOIR and BELLANOIR Libero, which is the beast. In order to summon these pals, you're going to have to collect 4 fragments each, which are scattered across this wonderful land of Hyrule. Wait, correction, Palworld. This isn't Legend of Zelda. Once you collect the fragments, you're going to need to build a summoning altar at your base, and then you'll be ready to take on the mighty BELLANOIR. Well, probably not ready yet, but you will be able to. So now we're going to be heading to the location where you could get the regular BELLANOIR slabs, because they are a lot easier to find, and you could actually get 4 of them in one location if you're lucky. Unlike the BELLANOIR Libero slabs or Libero slabs, which are much more difficult to find, and from my experience you could only find them in dungeons. And correction, I meant to say 4 BELLANOIR fragments, not slabs. 4 fragments equal 1 slab. You could easily find these fragments on any of the 3 sanctuaries located around Palworld. There are approximately 10 to 12 chests located on each sanctuary that you could easily find. Upon arrival, you'll find 3 chests located on the front border of each sanctuary, 3 to 4 chests in the back, 2 on the second level, and 1 on a rock higher up. So there's definitely a high chance of you getting 4 fragments on 1 sanctuary. But I'll run the video so you can see the exact location and how many fragments I got in this video on this 1 sanctuary. So we were able to get 2 in the back. Now for the front. So we were able to get 1 on the first level. Now for the second level. One on the second level as well. And this is where I was talking about for the higher rock, right up here. Nothing. But as you can see, there are a lot of chests that spawn all the time on these sanctuaries. So if you're looking to get your hands on the BELLANOIR fragments, this is where you would go. Now for the Libero fragments, we're going to be heading to the dungeons. And just a side note, you could also get the BELLANOIR fragments in dungeons too, but I wanted to show you guys the sanctuary because it's a lot more easier than the dungeons. But for the BELLANOIR Libero fragments, you have to go to the dungeons to get them. And it seems like the higher level dungeons as well. The lower level dungeons, based on my experience, will only give you the regular BELLANOIR fragments. And that makes sense because BELLANOIR Libero, or Libero, however you pronounce it, is an extremely tough opponent. So it makes sense you have to go through higher level dungeons in order to get the fragments. Now there are 2 main high level dungeons that I go to get these fragments. One is located in the volcano area right here, and the other is located in the ice mountains. We're going to be going over the one in the volcano first. So just fast travel to this location, all the way on the left side of the volcano. The tower is called the Beach of Everlasting Summer. So once you're there, just make your way to the location that was marked on the map. It's literally right there behind the rocks. It's not far away. Once you're there, it's going to the dungeon. To get the fragments, you got to make your way all the way to the end of the dungeon. In this video, I'm going to show you the shortcut to do it. You could do it the regular way if you want. That's up to you. It's no problem. But I know dungeons could be long and tricky sometimes if you don't know exactly where to go. So I'm going to be showing you the shortcut so you'll be able to get to the end really fast. Upon entering the dungeon, turn to the wall on your left hand. Make sure you have a flying mount. To climb the wall, press your right joystick. You'll see a few different options come up. Select, pet your pal all the way at the top. And you want to make sure your pal is in front of you, because sometimes it's not. Once he is, you want to press X to mount or ride him, which will force you through the wall. And if you don't reach on the other side yet, just do the same step. Pet him again and then mount it until you get to the other side of the wall, because there may be more than one barriers. Once you're on the other side, just hop off. And if your pal is stuck between the wall, just pull him back in the sphere and throw him back out. And you want to ride your pal all the way to the end of the dungeon. And this is really cool because it's basically the outer portion of the map, so you could look in on everything from outside, and you could travel to wherever you want without any obstacles being in your way. And you could sneak up on enemies like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Your enemies could be minding their business, doing whatever, and you could just pop your head out of the wall like poof, and terrify them to death. But yeah, this is really cool. You can have fun with it if you want, but for the purpose of this video, we're going straight to the end of the dungeon. So once you're on the other side and you fly up in the air, you will be able to see the end of the dungeon. Way in the distance, it will be the highest point, and if you get close enough, you will see something like the top of a castle. All of them have it, so you want to go there, and you could go down right here, but I like to go on the other side. So once you're there, make sure you land all the way at the base of the map, right next to the castle, and this is the wall you want to go to perform the same trick to get to the other side. Once you're on the other side, you'll be in the hallway that leads from the boss pal of the dungeon to the end of the dungeon, and you will see a barrier right there since you haven't defeated the boss pal yet. All you have to do is head to the back where the chests are, open the chest, and hopefully you'll get the fragments. If for some reason none of the chests have the Libero fragment, then all you got to do is just restart the game and just go back to the last save file that you had before you opened the chest, whichever one you think that was. You would have to look at the time and judge it by that. And I love this because it comes in really handy. So it basically works the same way like when you're playing a game that you can manually save anytime, and you reach a situation or a point where you're not really sure about in the game, you would definitely save it before you continue. For example, in Pokemon, every single time I'm about to take on a legendary Pokemon, I always save the game right in front of the Pokemon before I attempt to battle, because you never know. So it works the same way. The only thing is that since it do auto saves, it may not save exactly in the location that you want it. For example, right in front of the treasure chest, it may not save there, so you may have to start maybe from the beginning of the dungeon or whatever, but nevertheless, it will be before you open the chest. And if for some reason you don't want to restart it, well, you're just going to have to wait till the dungeon resets, and that could take a while, so it's up to you. There's also another high level dungeon located right here on the map. You could try that out as well. But the other one that I recommend is in the Ice Mountains, as I said, and it's located right in this area. I'm not going to go over it because it's basically the same exact concept as the volcano one. Once you enter the cave, just do the same steps to get on the other side and head to the back. Next, once you've collected the 4 fragments, you want to go back to your high quality workbench and craft all 4 of them to create the slabs. And I just wanted to add this to the video to ask you guys, like, what in the world is going on? Did this ever happen to you before? Every time I throw the sphere for Anubis to come out and work at the workbench, he would run away if I'm close to the workbench, but when I'm far away, he would stay and work. Like, what is that all about? What type of glitch is that? Does he hate me or something? Like, I didn't do nothing to you, bruh. Anyways, once you have the 2 BELLANOIRS slabs, all you have to do, go find the perfect location where you want to fight BELLANOIR and set your base down there. Luckily, there was another open location right next to my base, so I went there just in case I would need any more items. I could just go back and forth. Once your base is in place, just set down your summoning altar, which is accessible at level 33, I think. And I will be doing another video on the top 25 best base locations in Palworld in another video, just so you know. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell icon so you'll be notified when I post it up. Before you start the battle, you want to throw out all your strongest pals and give them an attack boost. These are some of the foods you can use for attack boost. You probably won't have to do this for Bellanor, but Bellanor Libero or Libero, however you pronounce it, I keep forgetting. You're definitely going to want an attack boost if you're going to attempt to even try to take her on. Though I doubt that would be helpful alone, because probably going to have to do a lot more than that. Even if you're at level 50 because of how OP she is. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. I'm going to do Bellanor first, since she's easier, and Bellanor Libero last. And as you can see, I made a few attempts to try to capture her in my first battle, but they're immune to capture, so you can't capture them. The only way you could get access to them is by getting the egg that falls from them and hatching the egg. And I was able to defeat Bellanor in a matter of 3 minutes. And now, for the ultimate showdown. This is Bellanor Libero, the strongest pals of all time. Yup, but that's her, Bellanor Libero, and she's just a beast, bro. And just a few pointers while the fight runs. I'm pro at this strategy. I've been doing this strategy since I was level 30, with putting my base down and taking out all my pals to take on stronger pals. That's how I got Jet Dragon, Stallion, Anubis. That's how I got Palladius and Chromis and all those legendaries, man. I got them at a pretty early level because of this strategy, but Bellanor is on a whole nother level, and you guys could attempt to take her on, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you aren't going to be able to beat her without doing extensive training or doing extra stuff to try to rank up your pals or get, legendary abilities or epic abilities, whatever I don't know, I'm just saying stuff. But have like top-notch abilities that will boost your stats, which you have to do a lot of breathing and all this extra stuff, and that takes time. I mean, there may be another way to beat her, and you guys let me know. I haven't defeated her yet. Just wanted to show you guys. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult. This pal is really OP. And the thing is, the timing is what messes me up. I think I've been using this strategy for so long that I think I could actually beat her, but the time kind of throws me off. I need more time. And the fact that they stopped me from, and Anubis, right? Anubis isn't even helping, bro. When you put down, I tried using the strategy by putting down those military stuff on the base, so like the machine gun or missile launcher or whatever, so the pal could actually attack with those as well as their own attacks. And for defense, I don't usually use defense because I'm more of a straightforward attack person, and to be honest, I don't think defense would actually work. Bellanor will probably destroy any defense that I have in a second, and any defenses will just get in the way of my pals anyway, so I don't use defense. I've been using this strategy without defense for the longest, and it worked out every time. And like I said, I do believe I could beat her, but I just need more time, which I can't get. And the thing that I hate, which is, it was a really slick move, the glitch that we all used to use to bring back our incapacitated pals fast, which would be like, you drop the spheres on the ground and then go into the box, pull out any pals in the box and pick up the spheres again, and then they will be fully recovered. That glitch was patched, so I'm not able to use it anymore, so I have to wait for the pal to fully recover in the pal box, which would take like 10 to 12 minutes, and that's out of the question. And every time I see her do it, it just makes me feel like, yo, that's her weak spot right in the center. So when she do that, just strike like a missile or something, and it will take away a lot of damage. But that don't work either. It's just crazy, man. Anyways, I'm not going to prolong this video any longer. If any of you have defeated her before, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. And as you can see in the corner over there, that's little Bellanor. So if you want her, you could just defeat the regular Bellanor and hatch the egg like I said, and you'll get her. And just an FYI before it's over, If you do have 3 stationary bases for some reason, it sucks, but you're gonna have to sacrifice 1 if you want Bellanor, because you're gonna need a base to summon her. I don't know why they make it like that, but that's how it is. Luckily, I'm in the clear because I use this strategy all the time, so I have a mobile base. And that's just FYI for you guys. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you got anything from it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned. That being said, Game Time Legends, out.